So once you are going to create marshalling rack, then once you will click on this option, then no marshalling rack will show, because SPI will not show any reference junction box which is already mentioned in domain explorer. This will be blank. So you want to create in reference, then go to the new options in this marshalling rack. So you can see there is predefined values coming, because it is set over the naming convention. So just uncheck these options. If you are not able to uncheck it, just go with your admin, because maybe these settings could be done with admin also. So you cannot change it. Some prefix numbers will show automatically. Again, go to the marshalling rack. Go to the marshalling rack, and we are trying to reduce, but see, the naming conventions is already there, so we cannot change it from here. So I am putting the marshalling cabinet number. So there is a analog input marshalling. Although it is not allowed to putting any name, because naming conventions is applied to this, hence you cannot create any options. I mean panel name. But just click on OK. So area 1 is created. Let's try to with duplicate method. Again it is coming area 1. So we can consider it analog input and AIAO marshalling rack. So we have considered analog input, analog output marshalling rack, because analog input and analog output can be considered in the single marshalling rack. These informations you can skip, or you can fit just like junction boxes. Once you will click, then you can see your marshalling cabinet panel is created, but inside the panel you need to create terminal strips also. So go with these options, go with terminal strips. So there will be 3 terminal strips, just like at least two terminal strips, just like uh, your field instruments will be connected to the junction box, and from the junction box a multi-pair cable will run toward the control room, and before going to system it will terminate to the marshalling cabinet. So marshalling cabinet will be at least two end. One is JB junction box end, and second one is DCS end. So at least two end you need to create. Sometimes we can create two ends for the junction box and one end for the DCS. So again, you want to create the terminal strip for the marshalling cabinet. So you can see there is a new options. The number of terminal in pattern will be 3, because we are considering for analog instruments. So the configuration name will be same, AIAO. So we are making this strip for AI signal only, AITS, and the total number of terminals we are considering is 4. You can create as per your requirement. Suppose we are considering for 96 terminals of AI. This is okay. Again, if you are making the numbering, then the suffix will be plus, minus, and shield options, and save and create. So one script we have created. So this is the JB side, and the terminal scripts name is AI JB side 1 TS. Suppose you have two sides of JB, means you want to consider more number of junction box within the same marshalling rack, then you can use this terminal strip and copy and duplicate it. And you can mark it JB size to terminal strips. And suppose this is for AO. So this is for the AI instrument and this is for the AO instrument. And the third you want to create is for DCS side. DCS side. Okay. So these all the terminal strip within the MR is created. So you will see whenever we will do the wiring or connections, you will see how we can see these different terminal strips when we open the connect wiring of this MR. So you can also filter any of terminal strip. There will be options for filtering any number of terminal strips. So by this way you can use. Suppose you want to increase or decrease any number of terminal strips, then you can use by modification. Otherwise, you can use the method of making terminal strip by these options. Again, you can go to the new options. Terminal number of patterns is 2 only, and suppose you want total number of terminals is 150 or 200, and this is the DCS side TS. You can save it, create. So it will take some time if the number of terminals will be more. So this is DCS side TS. See, this is created. And if you want to delete any of them, then go to the right click and go to the delete options. So your unnecessary or by mistake created terminal script will be deleted. So by this way you have created the MR marshalling rack. So this marshalling rack we have created for AI and AO. Similarly you can create for DI and DO. So this way of creating marshalling rack. Now come to the next option is panel or any cabinet. Any cabinet means it is just like a junction box. You can create it just like a junction box. So any cabinets you can consider it just like there is a relay panel. Relay panel. If you want to create a relay panel, then consider it. Okay, and go to the options new units apparatus group, and this in this apparatus group you can edit these options. And if you want to add terminals, then see this terminals. So any relay, suppose there's a relay and there will be incoming 3 terminals and outgoing 2 terminals, then you can create it as per your requirement. So, and the types of terminals also you can use, like left and right side, only left side, only right side, or regular. Suppose you want to consider regular, and by this way you can consider. But for the relay, you will require definitely for uh, two-sided. So 1, 2, 3. I am considering this 4, 5, and 6. Please delete this interruptions. So it is asking for the any number or anything you want, just like you can put it 6, and the number of apparatus you want. Suppose you want 20 number of relay, and anything you want to prefix is R, then R will be mentioned here, and we can put it relay 20 relay. So we are getting for the 20 relay, so we can consider 20 relay configuration. So similarly, you can add more terminal or delete more terminals. You can consider the type of relay, like configuration of relay. Any terminals, if you want to put regular, then consider the regular terminals. So just save it and create it. Once you click on the create options, then your relay panel will be created. So first of all, you have created the relay panel. Inside the relay panel, you are going to create the apparatus, that is the relay. So this is the relay terminal scripts. So once you will expand it, there is a relay. So this is the relay 4, 5, 6. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 option is coming. So relay 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, and some sequence number is coming by this way. So you can change the sequence, because that's why it is coming R14 in above, because we have missed the sequence. So you can go with this option. Again, if you are going to create the protest group, then see the options. Total number of terminals will be 20. Then so you have 20 relay. Prefix is R, and the terminals number is, if any model is there. If you don't want numbering, then you can skip this. Otherwise, you need to consider and create these options. Again, a relay will created, but I hope there is some pre configuration is there. That's why this sequence is coming by this way, like R14 is raw. But let's do it within your project. You will see with the different. So here the all the you can see this is showing very implemented methods like R1, R2, R3. So just rename it new, or first of all delete it and rename this TS. So this is the relay TS. So this is the relay panels you have created. By this way, any panels you could require or you may require in your project, so you can create by this any ordinary panels in your projects. Similarly, device panels. So for the device panels, we have already discussed in our previous lecture, like how to create a device panel here in reference explorer, and how to utilize in our instrument index module and instrument type. So by this way, first of all, you need to think about how many types of device panel is required. For 2-wire instruments, for 3-wire instruments, for 4-wire instrument, at least these types of instrument, you will require the device panel. For analyzer, so based on the requirement, you can create the different types of device panel here. So by clicking on the device panel conventional, you can create this. Suppose we are considering 3-wire device panel and click OK. So this is the 3-wire device panel, and within this 3-wire device panel, we want to create the terminal strips. So go to the new option. Total number of terminals in pattern is 3. The total number of terminals will be 3 only, and the configuration name is same, 3-wire device panel. And the number, you will require the number incremented, suffix, plus, minus, and minus, because we are making the device panel for RTD. So you can consider RTD, DP, TS. Just click it. So there is 1 plus 1 minus and 1 minus terminals. If you will require the fixed number of terminals within this terminal strip of 3-wire device panel, you can create it. Here also you can do modifications by adding or deleting any terminals. So by this way you can create different device panels. So once you will work on the instrument index, you can select this device panel to related instrument type. So for what instrument you will select this device panel? For RTD type of instruments, because for the 3-wire RTD at least you will require 3 number of terminals. If you are using the duplex RTD, then you can create it 6 number of terminals in terminal strip of 3-wire duplex RTD device panels. So by this way you can create the different device panel. So this is all about the device panel. Hello everyone. In this video we will see how to create DCS or PLC panel and cable in Reference Explorer. Earlier we have seen that creating the junction boxes, marshalling panels, cabinets, device panel in Reference Explorer. So a DCS panel or PLC panel can be created in the Reference Explorer by right clicking on the option of DCS panel. Go to the DCS panel option, right click, go to the new options and then DCS panel. As we are creating the DCS panel as a reference here, so we can put any name like DCS reference 1, and these informations we can skip as of now, but remember one thing, that is maximum number of racks. You need to define the maximum number of racks here only. If you will put 0, then you cannot make any rack within the junction DCS system. So first of all, allow how many racks within this DCS panel will be there. So we are considering the maximum rack of 5. Not more than 5 racks will you can create within this junction box once you will create or once you will fix it at 5 number. So here the DCS panel, and inside the panel what we can create rack, and inside the rack we need to create the slot. Inside the slot we need to create IO card. Within the IO card there will be channels, and within the channels there will be terminals. So by this step we can follow, and we can create the complete DCS panel. So as of now we have created only panel, but inside this panel there will be racks. So right click on the panel, go to the new option and go to the rack option. So here is the rack 1. So we can create the total number of 10 rack maximum. So this is the first number of rack and its sequence is 1. Suppose you are directly creating the rack number 5, so you need to put it sequence number 5 so that later on you can create the rack number 1, 2, 3, 4 and it will show upper than 5. Once you will name it rack 1, then you need to provide the number of slot within the rack. So go to the options, click OK. So it is asking for how many number of slots can be within the rack. So suppose there is 5 number of, we can provide the 5 number of slots in one rack will be there. So incremented by 1 and start from first slot, and if any prefix you want to mention then you can put it here, like by area or by function. So by hitting OK, you have assigned the number of slots 5 in rack 1 and click OK. So you will expand, so there will be 5 number of slots already created. Now you can go with the slot and go to the new IO card, because in this slot you have to provide a IO card. So this is, suppose we are creating 8 channel AI card, and this is the name of 8 channel AI card, and this information is not needed here. Go to the control system options, so type of IO card is AI and click on OK. So if you will expand this, this is the IO card in this slot. Once you will right click on the IO card, so there will be terminal strips. So you want the terminal strip within the IO card, because IO card will be having terminal strip for different channels. Channel means instrument connections, I mean signal connections. For one number of signals, at least there will be 3 number of terminals required. So go to the new options, the number of terminals in pattern 3, and this is for the 8 channel AI terminal strip, and the total number of terminals will be 24, because 8 into 3 is equal to 24, and the number of terminals per channel is 3. First channel will be 1, first terminal will be 1, it will be incremented, it will be numbered, and it will be V plus IN and V minus. We have labeled it, regular orientations will be there, save and create. And the terminal strip will be 8 channel AI TS. So this is your channel. Similarly, select slot 1, slot 2, go to the new options, go to the IO card, and suppose you are considering 4 channel AO card, and it is asking for types of IO card, so it is AO, click OK. So your 4 channels AO card created. But again you need to provide the terminal strip within the IO card. So go to the new options. So there will be 3 terminals, and this is the 4 channel AO card PS. Total number of terminal will be 12, and this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. So number output, output, and shift. So this is your create. So this is your terminal strip for AO 4 channel AO card terminal strip. So this is your 4 channel AO card terminal. So this is for channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and channel 4. So with this IO card you can connect 4 number AO, and with this AI card you can connect 8 number of AI. Similarly, you can create the DIDO AIAO, number of AIAO, number of DIDO as per your requirement, but remember that the maximum number of slots will be 5 only, because we have limit this rack 1. Similarly, if you want to provide the rack 2, rack 3, rack 4 based on requirement, you can go with these options, just like we have whatever the work we did for rack 1 and slot and channels. The same way you can go with the rack 2, rack 3, and so on. This is the way of creating multiple number of racks and multiple number of slots, multiple number of channels within the DCS panel. So this way of creating a DCS panel in references. If we talk about the PLC panels, then the PLC panels creation is just like DCS panels creation. There is no any difference, but as per requirement, you can create random slots. If there is no any slots in your panel based on the vendor documents, then you can skip it. You can create directly channel, and you can skip the slot. So based on the vendor drawing of PLC panels, you can create it, but the way of creating PLC panel is same like DCS panels. So you can go with this option, so you will be able to create PLC panels. So generally in any projects, why we use PLC panels? Because some other vendors will provide or can provide PLC system with their package. So any package or any subsystems can be a PLC panel that needs to be uh, configured within our project philosophy, within our project control system, so that we could create from here in the framework. To talk about cable, yes, telecom panels we are skipping because this is not part of our, in general requirement of any project. But yes, the same things, whatever we have created here, you can create here also as per your requirement. So for the cables, there is a cable folder is mentioned here. You can go with the cable option, go to the new option, and go to the cables. So there is a new options will be there, like the total number of sets is required. Suppose you are creating the 16 sets, so it is asking for which types of cable you want, like pair with seal, triad with seal, 4 wire. So different configurations are there. Suppose we are considering pair with shield options, so go with pair with shield options. So there will be 16 number of pair shield with options will be there. So 16 set is there. So for the first set, suppose we are considering the first pair. So similarly, you need to name it like this will be your second pair, this will be your third pair, fourth pair, fifth pair, sixth. So you can copy and paste, and we will modify it. So this is 16, this is 15, 7, 6. So these are your pair numbers. And the wire tag, it will show spare, spare, and shield. One signal will not flow. Whenever it signal will flow directly, its tag number will show here. In the wire color is white, black, and metal. And the wire type is polarity will be plus, minus, and shield. And let it and apply it and save it. And if you did not name it, then you can name it 15 pair sheet. So we have forget to provide the name, so we can go with this option. Let's close it, go to the again its options, new. So create it. So 15 pair shield cable will be created here. By mistakenly we did not change its cable name, but again we can go with the properties, so we can remove it. So this is the cable name, 15 pair with shield. So this is your 16 pair shield cable. And if you will expand any pair, then you can see it is spare, spare, it is showing spare and spare. Again, if you want to create a different number of cable, just like cable, and we can go with the new options. Total number of set is, suppose we are considering 4, and we are considering triad, only triad cable, and go with, and this will be 2 triad, 3 triad, and 4 triad, and 4 triad cable. And this will be plus, minus, and minus. Save and create. So your track cable will show here. Again, cable number is 1. So it is 4 right cable. So anything you not need to mention here as this state, so you can go with it. So this is a 4 drive. So this is your 3 wire of your 4 drive cables. So you can see. So initially it will show spare. Whenever you will do the wiring and after your all connections, you will be able to see that your signal will flow here. So cables number will show based on the signal. So this is the way of creating cables. So by this way, the minimum requirement of creating any reference panels or systems of cables you can create. But now if you want to copy it to the domain explorer, then you need to copy it from the reference explorer and put it into the domain explorer by copying options. So by this way, and remember that this reference explorer is not a part of project, so it will not show anywhere in this project. You need to copy it. So whenever you will copy any types of items from the reference explorer, you need to provide its name. So in next lecture we will see how to copy item from reference explorer to domain explorer and how we can work in wiring with these items. Thank you so much.